Sheesh! Look at
What's up,
that fucking
everybody? We
overlay.
are we are live, and yes, we've got new overlays. Welcome back to FastTrack Feedback Fridays.
Sheesh.
We are happy to be at your service, listening to and giving feedback to your music. This is, as you probably know by now, a weekly live stream that we're doing where you and all
Holy
of your
shit.
musician friends can send us your music. And like we said, the whole point is to give constructive feedback so you can make the best music possible, including the music that's being made by Chris's dogs right now out there.
Dude, I was going to say, can you hear my fucking dogs right now?
Yeah.
So Josh and I are like remote right now. We're typically based out of Champaign, where we do it out of the
Sometimes.
nice, quiet apartment. But yeah, my dogs are just going fucking crazy. I'm in
Yeah, and
Albuquerque,
Chris is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, way
Yeet.
out west.
We got a whole team. We got Jason and Enrique in the behind the scenes. They're muted, so you can't hear them, but they're helping us put together. I think they're both in Chicago. Not yes. Yeah, they're in Chicago.
They are. Yeah, so
yeah.
we've got the whole team on this. We've got the new overlays, and we've got a lot of good music from you guys that we are looking forward to doing. And I'm live from Studio Mars in Lincolnwood, Chicago.
Fuck yeah, dude! All right, let's get it.
All right, let's fucking get it.
Who's our first song?
Our first song is Mixed Signals, which is by Charles Donaldson. This is my boy Antoine's buddy that I think Antoine produced this song. Producer mixed, something in that realm.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a specific description for this, but without further ado, let's give it a listen.
Alrighty.
I know this shorty that be outside, she sound like honey. Keep a smile on her face, she treat me funny. Playing with my time, always canceling on me. Going days without talking and she saying she love me. She just so damn fine, so when she got time, that's when I make time. Straight simply cause she gorgeous, yo, it's good for my pride. On the E-way getting high while I'm gripping the thighs. Cause it took a nigga years to even get to admire her face up close, I used to see her online. Pipe dream type thing, one day she gon' be mine. Tryna learn everything about us when it's finally time. I'm anticipating the needs, then I'm making them mine. Look, I might even drop baby name in the rhyme. Bet money she still not gon' say shit. Favorite thing, just to leave me hanging. Say that she feel a million ways. I just hope that it's not really mine today. I can't even lie to you, not trying to wait. Cause baby, if you ain't running with me, you gotta escape. Say that she feel a million ways. I just hope that it's not really mine today. I can't even lie to you, not trying to wait. Cause baby, if you ain't running with me, you gotta escape. This girl that I know right, she go to Northwest. She a film major and I met her in Texas. Caught her walking on the scene, then I got to stepping. Not to mention that that's so fat, them jeans be ripping. Look, she do a lot of filming in the city. Anytime she need help, that's when she hit me. Say it's cause I'm a gentleman, I do it cause she pretty. Just hoping along the way that she getting the feelings. Cause soon as she doing it, I'm simping. Baby got it crazy, mate, I can't catch you slipping. Every time I take her out, she never hesitates to mention that she not dating. And I say, baby, listen, I was tripping in the past since I came to my senses. Can't waste my time being highly offended by the mind of a woman that I am not fucking. So it ain't about shit, but the time that we spend it. I tell her, say that she feel a million ways. I just hope that it's not really mine today. I can't even lie to you, not trying to wait. Cause baby, if you ain't running with me, you gotta escape. Say that she feel a million ways. I just hope that it's not really mine today. I can't even lie to you, not trying to wait. Cause baby, if you ain't running with me, you gotta escape.
Big simp hours. Hey, he said it.
Nice.
Yeah. That was pretty chill, dude. I really like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. Do you want to do what we normally do with, overall vibe thoughts and then go into the specifics?
Yeah, why don't you explain what we normally do to the people?
Yes. So what we normally do, people, is we kind of first just look at like the overall vibe, like how does it come across, just kind of as a first impression of the song. What do we really like? Things that are a little bit more qualitative, and then we go more into the details of like songwriting, lyrics, arrangement, mix, instrumentation, mastering, all of the above. and try to give more specific kind of tips and constructive feedback there. And then finally, we do a rating system. So we have a 4-star rating system, or a 4-tier, where 4 is we love this shit. We would add it to our personal playlists, and that's stuff that we'll actually add to our FastTrack playlist as well after the stream, which will be going live on Spotify and SoundCloud soon. 3 is like, this shit's really good, could definitely be out there, but we maybe wouldn't necessarily add it ourselves to our own playlists. Then 2 is like super good, but has a couple of areas room for improvement. And then 1 is like there's some major like refactoring, re-recording, remixing, things that are needed in that case. So yeah, any thoughts on that top level first, Chris?
Yeah. So his name's what? Charles Donaldson, I think.
Charles, yeah.
I think he's very, very smooth. And what caught my ear like first was he's like one of those rappers that can stay behind the beat slightly and make it real smooth, which is like a talent, and that's pretty cool to hear. He's hitting the melody and the hook, although I do have some comments on that. Like I could tell that he can hit melodies pretty well, and like the subject matter, like he's dropping bars talking about him simping and stuff, but he's making it sound cool, and that's like something hard to do. Like it's hard to sound not sappy when you're singing a love song. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was my first impressions. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of that stuff. I think you could probably analyze this better than I can. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was more like there wasn't a lot that stuck out to me as being like wrong, which is what you want, right? You want your listener to be able to like listen to your shit, while they're out doing stuff or at the club or whatever, and just be vibing with it. And it was very much like it was a good vibe. I just thought that it was really well. It sounded like it was well written, and it was also well produced and well arranged and all that stuff.
Well performed,
yeah, well performed. It sounded very balanced, and like, yeah, I could see this. There might be a couple of things that I would suggest, but since it's a work in progress, I think all of the source material is there. It is really, really good.
Yeah, good job, guys. Big claps.
Yeah, great job.
All right.
Good.
So, any nitty gritty details? I'm gonna change my microphone situation real quick.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a bunch of super picky stuff for this one. I just I'm not sure if it's been like mastered yet. That was really my only thing. It seemed a little bit quieter from some of the other stuff that we were testing out earlier. Stuff that's on SoundCloud, Spotify. But I don't know if it's actually at that stage yet. So it might just be an overall levels thing. They're also,
this is a work in progress, right?
I believe it is. I mean, we got it as a file, so I think it's as a work in progress.
True.
But yeah, that was my only thing, and I also I'm not sure if this is correct or not. I thought I heard a little bit of like maybe unwanted distortion a little bit. I'm not sure if that's the result of some sort of like saturation plugins or limiting, in a less clean way. I'm not really sure what that was from, but
do you know where?
Could just be my system. It was just sort of throughout, like in the beat / the sort of the low end is where you hear it generally, but it was just a sort of persistent thing. What about you?
I like the overall I thought it was really good, and like I said, all the overall vibe stuff, the performance I think is there. I'm like, primarily a vocalist, so that's what I'm gravitating to. And what I gravitated to in terms of maybe wanting to make a couple tweaks is the hook. Specifically, I think I heard like, I think you guys put like a chorus on it or something, some detune. And it makes it sound crisper, much crisper than like the verses do. And I don't know if you put autotune on it, but it sounds pretty good in that sense. But I think the chorus and detune might be a little bit... I think the word I want to say is sharp. Like it's like it's cutting through the mix, and it kind of like I don't know. It made me like think like, oh, maybe I'd want to like tweak around with those settings. But yeah, that might be like a pretty nitty gritty, like my own taste kind of thing. But like overall, I could hear. I think in the hook, actually, I could hear the words better. Maybe in the verses, I might have lost the words a little bit, but. Yeah, I think overall is pretty dang good. Also, Antoine, if you're here, I don't know, did you produce the beat? It'd be cool to hear, or if you're just like recording and mixing, mastering stuff like that.
Yeah, let us know
Yeah.
in the chat, or you can just text me too.
Yeah. So I mean, my main thing was just like, yeah, the hook. When I first heard it, it cut differently than the verses, which is probably intentional, but it may have cut maybe a little bit too hard. And I think the source of it was this chorus that I was hearing, like a chorus or a detune, something like that. But yeah, that's my kind of nitty gritty feedback.
Cool.
Most of it's really good, like you said, Josh. Like I can't say too much. I might just be grasping at straws here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, the only things
And
that
mastering,
I
I
could think
guess.
of, yeah, the only things I could think of are very small details, but the overall presentation is really fucking good.
Yeah. And it's
All right.
catchy.
Yeah, and it was catchy,
Yeah,
which is what you need.
it's good.
So do
It's
we
like
want to try to give ratings?
sorry. Yeah.
Or
Let's do it.
sorry, was there anything else you
I,
wanted to add?
I was just saying it kind of gave me like the beat and his like kind of vocals, kind of gave me like Roddy Rich vibes, but more smooth, because Roddy Rich kind of has like maybe like a Young Thug kind of, what is it? Not a grating voice, but it's polarizing. But this
Sure.
one's smooth. So good job, guys.
Yeah,
Just in
great
time for
job
summer.
there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, ratings. I really want to hear it mastered, man. Like
Yeah.
I want to hear the final product. I think this has the chance to be a 4 to add to a playlist, because I love
Yeah.
this kind of music. It's summertime music, summertime loving, all that shit. And you guys made it sound great. And these are lyrics that I would like sing along to and not kind of cringe to myself. I've heard similar songs in this kind of genre, and it's like, what did he say? Like, I don't want to sing that out loud, you know? But yeah, like this is good. So yeah, I guess for work on progress, it's hard to say, but I would put this on the playlist for sure. What do
Yeah.
you think,
So
Josh?
are we scoring them though, like based on what perspectively they could be or what they are? I think we've
What
decided we
they
wanted to
yeah
do
w-
what they are right now. So are you
yeah.
rating it a
So,
4 for now, or what do you want to give it for
well,
now?
so yeah, I guess it's not entirely mastered for the radio, like in terms of like levels and stuff like that, right? I think that's an easy fix. So
Mhm.
I guess now it's like a 3.3. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, no, mine definitely also rounds closest
Or is it like a
to
2
I
based
mean,
on that?
I mean, based on the fact there are a couple things that could be modified to make it like really radio ready.
Yeah,
For me, it's probably between a 2 and a 3, but I think
yeah,
it rounds up to a 3 for me. It's like,
yeah. That's
somewhere
right.
in between there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and then I
Good
mean,
job,
we're
guys.
trying to figure out like you guys can submit stuff to us again if you're like it's like ready to go and you want to release it or whatever, or if you do release it.
Yeah.
And then that's when we can like if it's really like radio ready to go and we want to add it to our playlist, then we can give it a 4. If we like it, if
Yeah.
if the edits are worthwhile, and then make it on our Spotify playlists. So
Yeah, Josh has a good point in saying that it's a 2 in between a 2 and a 3, because we say 3 is radio ready, and the fact that it's not mastered, that means it's not a 3. So yeah, I think it's between 2 and 3. Yeah, so we can't wait to hear it. I think one more thing I wanted to add is make the vocals a little more wet. Like I'm thinking, just a little more reverb, a little more
a little more
delay.
space.
Yeah, a little more space for
Yeah,
sure.
I could see that.
Yeah,
But
that
then
just like
also making sure not to lose them in that, because that can happen. It's a very careful balance of like if you put too much reverb, it's like where are we?
yeah.
It's got to still feel present, but also feel like it's a big a big space.
Yes. But yeah,
Um,
good job, guys. We really appreciate the submission. We want to hear more.
yeah, no, really sick shit, dude. Tuan, we know you're producing all sorts of stuff. Please send us
Twan, hit us up, bro.
more shit that you're working on. And Charles, you can send us your stuff too.
Yee.
All right, sweet. So shall we go on to the next one?
Yeah, let's do it. Who's next?
I believe we've got J Jack. Never
Yee.
met a woman like you.
Google Drive. All right, let's do it. Is there like a description or anything?
I believe there is. So
It says finished. Never met a woman like you finished. I'm guessing it's
yeah.
like
So I'm assuming that this one is like finished but not released yet.
okay.
It says was having fun about the topic of a dream girl, but it has no official meaning to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a general like idea thing. I like that.
No, he's crushing on someone, dude. He's just doesn't want to say. Yeah,
well,
you can be
we
honest.
might find out. We'll dig into the lyrics here.
All right, J Jack.
All right, let's play it.
Let's play it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, look at this sample, dude.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I never met a woman like you, with the thick hips and a high IQ. Yeah,
Whoa.
the pussy wetter than a typhoon. Ain't no telling what a kid just might do. Yeah, Babe Ruth when I step up to the plate now. I'm kinda high, so I'm sorry if I spaced out, but I could tell you I'm a hype dude, and I'll be thinking that I like you. Yeah, let me tell you where I might be 5 years later in a movie with
That
Spike
shit
Lee.
grooves.
People wanna hate,
Dude, the
but it
beat is
really ain't
fire.
like me.
Yeah.
I'ma go be great with the handle like Kyrie. Yeah, and I'ma do it off the dome. I went and built
Off
a
the
studio
dome?
inside
Is this
of my
freestyle?
home. You people wanna talk to me, I'd rather be alone. Cause when I live in luxury, I'm chilling on the throne. Yeah, the shit is everything. I think it's meant to be. Ain't even been in for a quarter of a century. I'll be a legend like Trebek when running Jeopardy. I'm leaving people going home with many memories. When I see you, I think about risking everything. But you agree, you and I, we got a chemistry. I must admit, I was off a shot of Hennessy. But you legit, nothing like it's no celebrity. Yeah, cause you were everything. I never met a woman like you, with the thick hips and a high IQ. Yeah, the pussy wetter than a typhoon. Ain't no telling what a kid just might do. I'm Babe Ruth when I step up to the plate now. I'm kinda high, so I'm sorry if I space out, but I could tell you I'm a hype dude, and I'll be thinking that I like you. Thinking I'm about a cup,
That beat
but
drop.
first you gotta puff,
Yeah.
pass, and you ain't really smoking if you got no gas. I'm enough, and I'm about to blow my bag. You a bluff, should probably throw you in the trash. Now I gotta get my cash back. Thanks America for all that taxes. All you care about is stupid fabric, but it never mattered. On the side I got magic. I never met a woman like you, with the thick hips and a high IQ. Yeah, the pussy wetter than a typhoon. Ain't no telling what a kid just
catchy
might
hook.
do. I'm Babe Ruth when I step up to the plate now. I'm kinda high, so I'm sorry if I space out, but I can tell you I'm a hype dude, and I'll be thinking that I like you.
Dude, the beat. Wow, where'd you find this beat? This beat is
Yeah,
fire,
holy
dude.
shit. I'm always curious, like,
What's that?
I'll talk after it ends.
I don't know if I like the pussy wetter than a typhoon. Like, that's one of those lines I don't know if I'd sing out loud, but
That's
Yeah.
true. I was sort of thinking that too. Like, I was gonna say that hook is really catchy, and you're
Mm.
like, oh yeah, I could see people like singing this, and then that part is like, well, some people might not sing that.
some people sing their heart out with that, bro.
Some people would, yeah, but
Yeah,
some
you'll
people
find your
wouldn't.
audience.
Yeah. I was
Cool.
just gonna say, I'm always wondering, like, did this person just like get the beat or find it, or did they like put shit together? Either way, that shit slapped.
Yeah. There was
Uh,
a beat tag. I didn't understand what it said, but yeah, there's a beat tag. So
yeah,
we'll have to ask. What's his name again? J-Jack?
J
Yeah,
Jack.
J-Jack. If you're in the chat, let us know. Yeah, that was enjoyable though. So
Yeah, man.
first impressions.
First impressions, dude. I mean, I love the vibe. That's like cool. That's like a good summer song. You know what I mean? Like, that's definitely something I could see people like bopping to. Like, summer 2021, COVID's over.
Yeah. Pussy wetter like a typhoon.
Yeah, no, I thought there was good like, artist sort of presence and personality, and thought it was written really well, and the beat bopped. But yeah, that's my high level. What do you think?
My high level is like I think first of all, like the mic quality. You could tell that it's like it needs some work to get up to a radio ready level. That's like the first thing that I heard, right? After looking past, and like we're trying to be like brutally honest here, because that's what people hear. Like, the first thing that they hear is going to be, how's the mic sound? But in terms of like everything else, Josh said it too, like artistry's there. Like, you can already ride the beat pretty well. You're writing pretty clever punchlines. I think something about, what is it, Alex Trebek on Jeopardy or something like that. I heard a bar like that. Pussy wetter than a typhoon. They take it or leave it. Like, it makes sense. It's a bar, but like, would I sing it? I don't know. But yeah, so like the artistry's there. You do have personality. I think maybe in the delivery, I would like a little more energy, a little more confidence. Um, but yeah, like I guess that's a pretty deep first impression. But if I would say the first impression is, it's a bop. Everything's like on beat and it's grooving. It's just the you could tell that the equipment needs to be like upped, you know. So yeah, that's my first impression.
Yeah, I was gonna. That was what I was gonna say for my first thing with the like technical specifics.
Yep.
Was also the vocal quality, and I'm not even sure. Like, I don't know what like signal chain you're using or whatever. You know, from your audio interface or preamps to your mic. It could just be that it's mic'd too closely. It could just be
Mm,
that you're right here and it doesn't, that can be problematic for the low end response in your vocals where
mm.
like if you move, there's proximity effect with microphones, right? So the closer you get, the more bass and low end there is. And
Sheesh.
so if you're moving even like an inch to or from the mic while you're doing your vocals, it's going to have a huge effect on the sonic spectrum of your vocals. So generally you want to be, like 12 to 18 inches away. 18 is a little bit far, but like
Yeah.
12 inches away uh, from a condenser mic.
Damn,
If
really?
you're, yeah,
I
if you're doing
still do,
vocals, I
shit, I
still
still
do
do that
pretty
wrong.
close as well.
Yeah, I
Um,
do like a fist or two,
right.
maybe
Well,
three
if
fists.
it's a dynamic mic, you can be a lot closer, but
Okay,
for condenser, you should be much closer to a dynamic mic because they won't be able to pick up otherwise.
right.
But it sounds to me like it's probably a condenser. It's probably like I want to guess what microphone it is. I'll bet you it's like an Audio Technica AT something. I could be
Really?
totally wrong, but maybe, I don't know. We'll find out.
I
Let
don't
us
know.
know if you're here what mic was being used there.
Yeah, man.
Um, Either way, so it could be the mic, it could be the miking technique, but the first step is to make sure that you're recording, in an environment that doesn't have too much like reverb stuff going on, which it didn't sound like, and that you're not recording like super super close to the mic.
Mm,
That will go a long way in just overall quality. Um, it could also be a mixing thing. So just like it might be possible to take these vocals and EQ them and do some crazy stuff, but it might be more work than just getting a really clean recording from the beginning
yeah.
with a slightly different setup. Um,
If I were to
you can only
guess, I think that's where most of the problem was.
yeah,
Like he
yeah,
could
yeah.
he could probably fix it with a better mic. Um, I don't know.
Probably. I mean, again, it could be the mic, it could be the mic placement. They're both equally important.
Yeah, okay.
It's hard to say.
That's true. I guess I'm thinking in my own kind of progression when my stuff used to sound like that. Like, what was my
Yeah.
issue? I
Well,
think it
me
was the
too. Yeah. I mean, I had like an MXL. Do you remember MXL?
no.
I think they might still be around, but they used to their stuff has gotten a little bit better, but they're like the really cheap Chinese brand from Guitar Center.
Mm,
That just makes like a million different mics that look really good, but they're
mm,
like $60 and they're like for a condenser mic and they're alluring if you don't know what you're getting yourself into because they look really good. But
yeah.
then you get them and you start to realize like, oh yeah, you can't really record professionally with this.
Mm, mm,
There's definitely a threshold. I mean, there are mics that you can get for $300 that sound like very close to the stuff that major studios work. Like if I were to
yeah.
make a recommendation, this mic right here, this is the Aston Spirit, and they also have
Okay,
the
bro, you're
Aston
gonna fucking
Origin.
flex on everybody, bro.
Yeah, well, no, the reason why is because I did a lot of research back in the day when I was trying to upgrade my mic setup, and this is one that's a very rare find of like a mic that is close to the sort of footprint of like a Neumann, but only like $200 or $300. So they're not as well known because they're not a huge company like Audio Technica are or whatever. But I would definitely recommend for that crispy quality.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by the way.
No, we're not sponsored, but we could be. So hit
Yeah.
us up.
Yeah. I don't know. I think a good starter mic, especially for rap and hip hop. This Shure SM58 is pretty good. It's less than $100.
58s are good, but you do have to be careful with recording that you're maintaining
Proximity. Yeah.
that proximity distance. Yeah.
I think that's a problem that I continue to struggle with to this day. But we can get back into the feedback here. So, I heard that you're putting in ad libs, and yeah, I think like a lot of the artistry's there. Um, if we're gonna continue along the mix kind of stuff, I'm gravitating towards the vocals. So, I heard that a lot of the sibilant sounds, so like the high frequency ST maybe with some plosives like the p sound, stuff like that. I think they're pretty harsh, and it could be either due to your recording setup if you don't have something called a pop filter that kind of catches all of those. Thank you, Josh. Those or one of these things, fucking put it on top of the mic or whatever. Uh, that could fix the issue. Also, if you use a de-esser, that could fix the issue. That's like a plugin that just gets rid of those kind of harsher frequencies. But yeah, that's another thing that I heard.
Cool. Do you have any other like specific stuff about the track or anything, or is that your analysis?
That's my analysis, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, same for me. I thought the beat was really
Fire.
cool. I mean
The beat was
your
fire.
overall timing with everything was really good. Like I felt like your vocals were timed really well.
Yeah.
You know, in tandem with the track.
Mhm.
I don't know what production's been applied to it at this point, but definitely the vocals will make like a huge difference, and then it
Oh,
might be a little bit easier to assess like uh you know, how they all fit together at that point. It's a little bit hard to say right now though.
yeah, what you need to do, dude, is either one, you could try to go to the route, do it all yourself and like learn all this stuff, or you could just save some money and try to get like hit up somebody in a studio that'll help you record it. Because I think the artistry's there, and you're doing stuff like doubling. You're doing stuff like, oh, I'm gonna do a beat drop here, and like my vocals are gonna drop at the same time. Like you have all that stuff kind of ready to go. So if you want to just hit the ground running, if you have the money to do it, I would just try to hit somebody up with a good studio.
And speaking of that, eventually this summer, you will be able to book providers to do any of the above for you on
Gee!
FastTrack.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess we can just before we go to the ratings, and then I'll give a sort of forward-looking overview of what we've got coming up next. Um,
For
Fast
fast
Track,
track,
just so you guys know, yeah. So I'll
do you
just
want to do that after we give the rating? Just so the
yeah,
clip is
okay,
like
yeah, sure. So let's do the what's your rating for this one? 1 to 4.
so yeah, so like I would want him to re-record this for sure. Um so that puts it in the between 1 to 2 range. I do think the artistry's there. But yeah, there just needs to be some work on the production. So I would put it in between 1 and 2. What about
Yeah,
you?
I agree. It's I mean, the artistry is there, the
It's a
you know,
Bob.
the writing and the vibe and all that stuff, the groove is all there. It's just a matter of polish, of sonic polish.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's definitely between 1 and 2. Just there's a couple things, you know, either re-recording or figuring something out with the vocals would go a really long way in
Mhm.
making this like summer 2020 COVID's over bop.
2021.
Oh yeah, it's 2021.
Yeah.
Dude, I keep seeing people make mistakes and sending like it's 2020. And it's like, no, guys, that was 6 months ago.
Yeah, that shit's over.
I know. Thank God.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, that's our final ratings. Thank you, J Jack. We appreciate the submission.
Yeah. So feel free to send us more songs. If you have friends that make music, send them our way as well. And we're doing this every Friday, so
Mhm.
we can't wait to hear more. Oh, and you know what? Our next one is also from J Jack.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we do have one more to listen to.
Ukulele
And
baby.
just a sort of forward-looking sneak peek here. We've got that one from J Jack, and then we've got the group chat songs. I know you guys are on right now.
Sheesh.
And then after that, we have a very special surprise,
So
which
dumb, dude.
is a
I hate
song
you.
that somebody on this stream
I hate
is
you,
on,
Boxman.
and it ain't me.
Yeah, rip me to shreds.
So that'll be after group chat.
Sheesh.
First, let's do J Jack. But what I, on the thread of what I was saying before about like
Fast track.
why we're here doing this stream and who we are. This is Fast Track, and it's our startup baby that we are nurturing and building right now. The idea is to create a web platform that artists like yourselves can get feedback and services from industry professionals so that you can make
Shout
the
out
best music
Justin
possible.
MTJ Yo-Yo. Sorry, he's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, continue.
Our whole goal is to help you guys make the best music possible so that you can do this like for your careers and get fan bases and get exposure. The only path to doing that today in this saturated music market is to have really, really, really good shit, like
Yeah.
on all fronts. So Fast Track is going to be this web platform where you can get feedback, kind of like this, from industry professionals. So, you know, maybe an executive from like a record label or something, or somebody who's made music for their whole career can kind of give you some tips and insights. And then, you
Or
know,
bums
once
like
they,
us.
yeah, or bums like us.
Yeah.
But also like once you get insights on, oh, okay, I should get my song mixed, or I should get a guitar part recorded. Then you'll also be able to go to FastTrack to find service providers who can do that stuff for you.
Mm.
And together, it'll allow you to build your own team. So now
That
you'll be able
Kenji
to
in the
have
group chat. Dope.
your own little modular record label, so that you can build your team of creators and providers and really hit the ground running and create the best shit possible. So that's kind of who we are. But without
you, Jeff.
further ado, yeah, let's get back into J
Shout
Jack.
out group chat, fucking Justin
And
MTJ in the building, bro. I don't know if I've met
Yes.
Justin. If there's Zach, there's the bassist. Was he the bassist? I forgot the bassist.
The bassist is Jimbo
Jimbo, that's right.
Kimbo,
Jim
as
Jam.
we know. Yes.
Okay.
And then we've got Justin Jacobs and Aiden. I wouldn't be able to pronounce anybody's last names correctly if I tried, so I'm not going to try. Tell me next time you guys see me exactly how to pronounce them, and then I'll link all your shit here. But yes, we've got Zach, and then Marcelo, who's doing the drums and the production stuff, of course.
Friend of the show.
And yeah, me and Zach and Marcelo, we're in music school together.
Dude, when is that new song with Josh on the guitar coming out? That's what I want to know.
We'll find out. Well, I don't know if I'm on it yet. But we will. I think that's one of the ones here. But I've kind of fucked up on the guitar part a little bit, so we'll see if it makes the cut.
So both of us are on here. All right, let's do this next track, bro.
Yeah, so we've got this one's called Ukulele, and this is again J Jack. The description was just having some fun and caught a vibe on the beat.
Dude, you know what? That's something with J Jack that I could tell he is having fun. That's
oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I hope this one is fun. You got it queued up?
Let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
It's like Animal Crossing type shit.
Yeah,
just fucking around.
You my ukulele, baby, drive me crazy every fucking night. I fall in love with you.
This is making me want to like pick up a guitar.
Baby, drive me crazy every fucking night. I fall in love when I see him move from side to side. And you don't worry, cause I'm nothing like these other guys. When you with me, I'ma prove that I'm a ride. Say you my ukulele misfit. I hope you dig this. What you want for Christmas? Give me your wish list. Get a Dolce bag and she want designer lipstick. Fuck a price tag, I'ma do it for my mistress. Don't know what you had, I could bag 1,000 bitches. Now you take a cab and your boyfriend drive a Civic. See you looking sad when your life could have been different. Baby, too bad you ain't fucking with my vision. Say you my ukulele, baby, drive me crazy every fucking night. I fall in love when I see you move from
that
side
whistle
to side.
too.
You don't worry, cause I'm nothing like these other guys. When you with me, I'ma prove that I'm a ride. Say you my ukulele sugar mama. I would spend $1,000 just to see you in the dress. I walk around and pop my collar. I don't wanna seem ridiculous and I don't wanna bother, but you know my brain meticulous, so just give me a holler. I'll be a doctor. I knew I was great ever since a toddler. You see me on the stage at the fucking Oscars. The only thing I say is I'm fucking honored. And now I'm getting paid, living like a rock star. My life will be made, whipping in a fast car. But baby, what's it to you? You got nothing to lose. I'm all about my music, I got one life to choose. I think it's you, cause you my ukulele, baby, drive me crazy every fucking night. I fall in love with you.
Yeah, he could write pretty good hooks.
Yeah, seriously.
Cause I'm nothing like these other guys. When you with me, I'ma prove that I'm a rider. Say you my ukulele, baby, drive me crazy in my new Mercedes. Even when I'm hammered, I be flowing cause I'm too amazing. I know you be jamming when I show up. Yeah, that body's shaking, let's go get the slamming. I'm a poet, baby, we can make it.
I love this beat. This beat's like Animal Crossing vibes. And I know the producer. I've used his beats before. This guy has good taste. Nice. I like this. Oh shit! I like this one better than the last one for sure. It sounded like his mic was like better, but
yeah, it sounded a little bit better. I could still hear. I think it's probably the same mic. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what it sounds like. So it could be a mic thing, possibly. But
yeah, catchy.
Yeah. Any like sort of top level impressions?
Oh man, I love this beat. I think he fits on this beat a lot better too. You write pretty good hooks, man. I think I understand a little bit more what's going on in terms of the signal processing stuff. So maybe we can offer some more advice. Um, but yeah, man, like you're doubling stuff. You're writing catchy hooks. Like you just need to either learn about the mixing process or just like get somebody that can. Like um, you remind me of who are these guys? Uh, fuck, I'm not gonna remember the artist name, but there's these lo-fi guys that like kind of sing soul um on top of tracks. I forgot what their name is. Oh man, this is gonna bug me, but you remind me of them. Sorry, it might come back to me later. Fuck. If you're familiar with the artist named Forest, yeah, they're like lo-fi people that make songs like this. But I think you could fit in that area. Artists like Love Sad Kid as well. Um, but yeah, you just need to get like mixed and better. Like it's very close. It's frustrating. I'm frustrated because I think you have a good formula going.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, it's again, it's just like I could totally see this somewhere. There's a couple of things that stick out still just with the mix, like
Yeah,
the vocals
that's a
mostly.
yeah.
Um,
Did you have a kind of I kind of like come across some more realizations listening to this song about maybe what could be improved. What about you?
oh, yeah, there's one part that sort of realized where I think there was like a doubled vocal, but it sounded like the double sounded a little bit weird to me. It might have just been because like there's one main vocal and then you stack one right behind it and they're both pan center.
Mm,
Generally what you'd want to do, especially in this kind of song, is like have your doubles be really intentional. So like if you want to like you should if you want to do like every other line is doubled or like a phrase at the end of each line is doubled, that would be so cool. Like I could
mm,
see that in the chorus, but you have to do it so that they're panned.
mm,
If the doubles are just right on top of each other, it doesn't give the doubled effect. It just sounds like weird.
mm,
And normally you would need two background doubles to do that. So if you have got one vocal in the middle, then you'd have to have two doubles on each side, and I guarantee it'll sound so much fuller. Like when you're
mm.
when you're doing that, it'll sound like you've got your bros like backing you up on this line or whatever.
Yeah.
And it'll be a cool sort of push and play with this beat, I think too. Um,
Mm,
so just that's something to watch out for. And again, it's just a vocal production thing of like, layering things the right way and panning the right way, and EQing and making sure that your source recordings also sound clean. Sometimes it can be mic, sometimes it's mic placement. It's always both though. So
I I think the
uh,
biggest thing might be compression. Are you hearing vocal compression on this at all?
it could be that there's not enough.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm
like
hearing.
compression can help when things are a little out of whack.
Yeah,
But generally, you want to start from like a vocal signal that sounds good without being compressed,
yeah.
and then you can add subtle compression to it to kind of help it out a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, at least in my experience with like hip hop vocals, like we compress the fuck out of our
Yeah,
vocals,
yeah, of course, of course. But
and
also, if you don't have the right, spectral balance before you do that,
yeah,
compression is like you have a window and you're like pressing something up against it, and like how you like press your hand up against a window, and it's sort of like you can see what's touching the window.
mm,
That's what compression does. Like if you have an area that's more like fleshy in your mix, which that has like a lot of low end or something, and then you compress the shit out of that track, the low end is going to get squeezed and it's going to be super. It's going to lose all of its dynamic range.
yeah,
So if you like have a vocal track that's really heavy on the low end and you just compress the shit out of it to try to make the spectrum sound more even,
mm,
then you're gonna achieve your goal, but you're going to have areas of the spectrum that are completely pushed up against that window that have
sure,
no dynamic range. So you really want to make sure that your source sounds good enough to sort of be passable before you apply a bunch of compression.
yeah,
If your goal is to make the spectrum sound more sort of even.
yeah,
But either way, yeah, I would definitely suggest putting a little bit more compression on this vocal.
yeah. I don't. So Jason reiterated that these are not finished, which,
Yeah,
um,
which is
yeah,
totally
but
cool. I mean, that's the whole point of this.
yeah, I think what I've heard, the reason why I brought up compression too is like when Josh said about the doubles, and they're right on top of each other, it was really loud compared to everything else. So it seems like the vocals are not being compressed at all. So I would say the first thing you guys want to do is play around with compression. So what Josh said is true. It's definitely like a cautionary tale, but at the same time, compression it squishes some stuff that's louder than others, but it also brings up other areas. And what
Right.
I find is really useful in vocals, um, you can compress different frequency ranges more or less. It's called multiband compression, and I think in this case it would really help you because I hear it in your voice, and it kind of goes with this kind of song. But if you compress like the higher frequencies, it'll give you more of a breathy kind of tone that goes with this really kind of laid back song. Um, I think after compression, I think you can definitely add some more space with reverb, with some delay. Um, yeah, because it just seems like it's a dry vocal. It seems like you just this one sounds like a mic for sure, like this mic, for example, like a better mic, but it sounds like there's no processing on it. So
Right. I
definitely,
mean,
I would
it
say
could
the
be also because I mean, some of these are works in progress. It's not to say like, oh my god, like why don't you have processing on it? Because it
Mhm.
may be a work in progress, but like if we were to do anything as a next step of this project, that would probably be what it is.
Yeah, if I were you, that's thank you. Surfaces. Box out. Yes, it's surfaces. Forest isn't surfaces. Thank you. Box out. Shout out in the chat. Except fuck you also because you fucking submitted our song.
He's not happy about it.
Yeah.
Should be though.
It's surfaces. Yeah. So yeah, dude, you remind me of surfaces. But you just need some vocal processing. That's all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
should we do a rating on this one?
Yeah. It's the same for me. It's 1 to 2
Oh,
because
and
I would
Jason
literally take this into the studio and put the first thing I would do is put compressor on it.
Jason
So
just messaged that J Jack said these are all raw vocals. So that's sort of what I thought, is that it's like this is
damn.
definitely in progress. So that's the
Fuck.
point. It's not like we're not saying like, oh my god, why is there not vocal processing? It's just like this is the first thing that sticks out to us, the first thing we would do on this project if it were ours.
Dope. Okay, so I mean in that case, yeah. So I guess if they're raw vocals, what you need to do is obvious. From what we've heard in terms of like a draft kind of like arrangement kind of thing, like it sounds good, man. Like continue that next step, make it sound radio ready so we can enjoy it more,
Yeah, seriously.
and we could put it on playlists and stuff, and yeah, you'll get a fan base pretty quick. This type of music is in for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, for this
We
summer,
got some love from
people
Box
are
Out, dude. He said this one slaps, so there you go.
yes. All
Justin,
right.
dude, I'm swaying. Look at this on the beach. All of it. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's good. So your rating was
1 to 2. I would,
1 to 2?
yeah, because I would. So I don't know if he's here for. I mean, he heard our last review. So 1 to 2 is basically like if we were you, like if we were a producer working on your project, we would have a lot of work to do, and that's what I'm thinking. Like I think the
Sure.
arrangement's there. I think it could definitely get up there. We have to hear what the final version is because like everybody's saying it's a bop. It's just swaying, but it's yeah. The first thing that hits my ear is that this is a dry vocal.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
So the one rating meaning that stuff needs to be re-recorded or like redone, and two
So this would
being
be 2. Yeah,
yeah,
this would be 2.
two being that we need some incremental sort of improvements.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. So again, I
this
don't
is
really
2.
know. Like, it's always like if it were me, I would probably like re-record the vocal and make sure that it's in the right. Actually, for this one, it was pretty good. You probably wouldn't need to. For the other one, you might want to.
Mhm,
Um, but yeah, for this one, I guess you probably could get away with the current recording just with some careful EQing and stuff,
mhm.
EQing and compression. So it's also a 2 for me.
Yeah, dude, hit us up, man. Like, I just built like a vocal chain that sounds pretty good, and I could link you to some videos that I've listened to, and you can get your vocals sounding really close to professional really quickly. Um, yeah, but
Yeah,
cool.
hit
Thank
us
you.
up. Yes,
Surfaces. That's what it was. Thank you.
thank you, thank you, J Jack.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. This is being awaited by a handful of our viewers, probably almost half of them.
Sheesh. Let's
Uh,
go.
yeah, so group chat has 2 songs here. We kind of described who they are before, but they are a Chicago-based band. I don't know what genre you guys classify yourselves as. I think a lot of your stuff is definitely funky, but
Mhm.
funk rock. There's definitely some elements of rock in there. And yeah, man, it fucking. What was that?
You got to help our boy Enrique out on the emails, bro. Like, you keep sending original 12, original 1, original 2. Like, we need some names. We need some descriptions. Like, what are you guys looking for? What stage is it at, you know? But yeah, I like your music.
Yes, we all
I just
like
wanted
your
to
music.
call you out on that. Like, come on, bro. Like, help us out. Like, how are we supposed to talk about a song that's called Original 12?
So I think he's mostly referring to the form thing, just because we have a lot of different emails with tracks in them and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys at least could, like, for anybody, just fill out the form and give us your details, like who you are, if you have a description about the song, and then like whether it's a work in progress or finished, because it can be harder to rate them if they're still being worked on or if they're supposed to be done. Yeah. But that's just a small thing, and we're going to be upgrading our sort of submission system soon as well to make it a little bit easier.
We can all do better.
Yes, we all are trying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this one is original 12. No description.
Demo number 3. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. So let's listen to it.
Wow. Vocals. Finally. Is that keys or guitar that's like wah wah?
I think it's keys with a wah on it, right?
Sheesh. Ooh, that rasp! Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Say I'm in love with you, waste my time. Say I'm in love with you, say that you're in love. Leave behind your lovely mind. Say I'm in love with you, wake my life. Say I'm in love with you, waste my time. Say I'm in love with you, say that you're in love. Leave behind your lovely mind.
This shit's cool. Just wait.
Oh, you know it?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, dope, dope.
That's Zach Molina right there, folks.
On the keys?
Yep.
Gee. Jim Jam on the fucking bass, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
I'd want to get Zach on the center stage here a little bit more. Dude, that was the first time I met their vocalist, and wow, that was an awesome performance.
Dude, let me say, so
Wow.
this is one of the ones that I was at Marcelo's place at the group chat HQ, or one of their HQs.
Yeah.
And they were recording like some of this stuff, like some of the vocals and some of those key parts. And holy shit, first of all, fucking crazy vocals.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow.
Really, really good. Yeah. And I was thinking you'd have a reaction like that hearing it on here. I sort of had to pretend like I hadn't heard it.
Fuck, man, that fucking, like, he was like, duh! Like, he was going high, and then he put on like a rasp, like, oh, I was like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
no,
oh,
yeah.
Crazy,
yes, insanely good.
Was that Justin? Is this the vocalist, Justin? Good job,
yes.
bro. You got some pipes.
Yeah, dude, that was
really great. Fantastic.
And they also just sent in the chat that this one is like halfway done.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other one is closer to finish that they sent, which we'll play after this.
Original 1 equals we're just dancing around, isn't done, need Norden more. Wow, this sucks, not funky at all. I agree, Jimbo. I could play this on the boat for sure.
Always with the self-deprecating humor from the group chat guys.
Oh, Jason giving the feedback on the chat. Thank you, Jason. Original 12 equals halfway done. One much closer finish than 12. Ye Justin, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nice.
Whatever happened to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Like, why is it 1 and 12? I don't know.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
that was
Um,
enjoyable.
yeah. So I mean, I think high level thoughts. For me is just like the groove is fucking great. I saw you guys doing it in
Mhm.
person. You guys definitely have a really good like um a good like chemistry with each other, I think musically, but also a good like recording work ethic. Like when I was hanging out with you guys, you were really good at just like recording tracks and getting them down. And that's super important if you're going to be doing this, like for a while to be able to just lay stuff down and not have to do a million takes, which not all of us are always capable of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just really good on that front. I obviously love the groove of this one. I've heard it a lot of times when I was hanging
Mm.
out there. But Chris, what do you think?
Jimbo says, "Wait till you hear original 69." This guy, 69.420.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Send it in. I mean, dude, I was jamming. The vocal performance took me away. Like, this is the first time I think I heard a group chat song with vocals. So finally, thank you. Um, what is it? The bass line was grooving. The fucking Zach Molina went crazy. Um, there's like just like this is a work in progress. So there's like a tad like I don't know if it's arrangement. Kind of I guess mixing stuff, but yeah, dude, the fucking groove was crazy. You guys are all in pocket. I hear Marcelo in the back. I don't know if that's a MIDI drum still though, is it?
I
Um,
think I think it is, unless you guys
it
have
sounded like it.
recorded the drums yet, but it sounded, I think if it's not, that's not great. But
Mhm,
I
mhm.
think it sounds like it's still the MIDI drums.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like the slightly more specific stuff goes, Chris, were you hearing like a sort of weird overall like spectral balance thing? Did it sound like there was
Uh,
a lot of like high mids and maybe not a lot of like low end?
yes, yes. I need more
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Yeah, so I think what that probably is, I know Marcelo, you not too long ago moved into your new setup and everything.
Mm.
And I know you're using the
Still Logic
JBL.
Pro drums. SMH. Get
Right.
Marcelo on there, bro.
The drums, yeah, I think they're recording that soon, but that's a different thing.
Mm,
For the mixing side, uh my diagnosis is probably that because you're using the big JBLs with the 8-inch or the HS8s, I can't remember. The 8-inch monitors in that space, uh, you're probably hearing more bass than we're hearing,
mm,
and that other people might hear, which is going to make you cut the bass out more. Because when I was there, it sounded fucking great.
mm.
It sounded really, really, really good on those monitors, but I'm sort of worried that there might be like a room thing. I don't know if I don't think there's a whole lot of like treatment in that space, or if it's just because they're really big speakers that are giving you a lot of low end. But because there's so much that you're hearing, then you cut it to make it sound balanced in your setup, and then we don't have as much.
Yep.
It sounded like me and Chris both sort of heard that
Free
um,
Jimbo.
with the ATH reference headphones.
Yep.
uh, so
The
yeah,
gold
that's sort of
standard.
one thing that I would look into, and also just like obviously checking mixes on different speaker systems and referencing them against reference mixes. This is stuff that you already know, Marcelo.
Yeah, yeah.
But that can
Mhm.
always be helpful. And then the keys, I was sort of taken aback a little bit by the keys, even from the beginning. I think it's partly because of
Whirling.
the spectral thing. They were a little bit too loud, and the panning back and forth was a little bit distracting.
Mhm.
I had a really cool idea for them when Zach comes in that solo section, towards the middle end.
Yeah.
Um, he does this crazy, I don't even know what he's doing there, some musical wizardry from
Mhm.
jazz school. And I was thinking that it's like this do 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 like rundown of notes that are really weird. They
Mhm.
could like pan some of those notes to separate MIDI channels and then have them like fly in from both sides so that
Mhm.
like there's like notes coming in like that and then into the middle.
Mm.
But then definitely like not doing too much of the panning thing.
Mm.
I've seen it work before, but it could just be like the levels or the overall spectral balance of the mix. But for his solo section, I would definitely try to keep that more to um, a defined spot in the mix. But
Yeah.
if you want to use more stereo space though, like throughout the song, Definitely would recommend applying like a stereo imager or something so that it's not in the way of stuff that's in the middle, like the vocals, but so you still get it on the outsides, although it's not, doing the motion the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
again,
think
like
that was the thing with the motion, like, it's like a big motion that's happening, and it was predictable, so it kinda
right,
lost its effect of
right.
being, like, really unique to listen to.
Right, and again, I think because I've heard this in person, I've heard on the speakers that it's being mixed on. It sounds very, very different to me here.
Mm,
So I'm thinking that a lot of this stuff would be sort of mitigated by figuring something out with, doing a room measurement, like with some. You can get a room mic, EQ thing that can tell you if you've got some imbalance in your mixing setup, or just trying to
yeah,
test it with other headphones and referencing against other tracks that you sort of want to sound like.
mm,
um, that's something that can be really difficult, but once you fix it, it can go a long way.
mm, mm, mm.
So yeah, I can't really think of much more specific than that, other than I think the second half might need a little bit of like arrangement work. I
Yeah.
think they're still working on that, but just like
It sounded like Jimbo was about to come in with a solo, and then they stopped. That's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
sounded like.
he sort of came out there a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, but
That's what I
yeah,
wanna hear.
just figuring out like how to make the end of the song like do that sort of vibe shift where it's like the solo thing, but then like modulating the energy in a way that sort of leads it out well.
Yeah, bringing back the vocals too, yeah.
Seems like still a work in progress on that side.
Yeah.
This one's half
So
finished.
yeah, quickly dude, I can't wait to hear you guys' finished stuff for real.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
dude, you guys gotta finish the song so we can put it on our playlist already. Like
Yeah, as
like
soon as you
this
guys
stuff
have stuff
sounds
that
really
you
good.
release, we'll put it on our playlists.
Yeah, this is really good. So for me, if just real quick, I might want to speed up things a little bit, Josh, because I have some plans at 6, but
Right.
um, or
6
6
Mountain
o'clock
Time.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so for me, vocals, that's what I kind of gravitate to. Yeah, I was blown away by it. The performance, like, don't change anything. That was beautiful. The only thing that I heard is when you have the doubles that are panned out to the left and right, they were much louder than the center vocal.
Hmm.
So I would say just balance that out a little bit. Um, but yeah, great track, guys. That was super cool. And hurry up and finish the fucking song. That's
They're
what I
working
want.
on it, man. Dude, I can't fucking wait to hear the finished product too.
Yeah,
This shit
me too.
is awesome.
Fire.
Ratings. What do we think?
So work in progress. I mean, yeah, it's not radio ready yet, but dude, it's like hurry up and finish it, man. Come on. That's in between 2
Chris
and
is
3 for me.
impatient.
Dude, for
Finish.
real. Like they're a new band, right? That's why like I can't look up
Yeah,
a discography by them.
yeah, pretty new.
Yeah, hurry up and finish 2 or 3 and then we'll get you on a playlist. Like hurry up.
Yes. Yeah, so I mean mine would be I'm trying to remember what the ratings are. For anybody who hasn't seen it before, 4 is like radio ready, we'll put it on our playlist. We really want to put it on our playlist. 3 is like pretty much ready to go. We wouldn't personally add it to playlists. 2 is like needs some general refinement and work stuff to get there, and then 1 is like needs re-recording and stuff. It definitely for me is like between a 2 and a 3 right now, just because there's some stuff that needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
It
Get
rounds
Marcelo on the
rounds-
drums, dude. Stop this Logic Pro shit.
Yeah, and get on the drums too, or just get like I don't know, Steven Slate drums or some sort of better plugin to use in the interim.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
Okay, sweet. So let's do the next one here, also by group chat.
Sheesh.
This is weird. It's called Dancing Around, but in
Oh, they did
parentheses,
give a name.
We're just dancing around. Yeah, this one is closer to finished, which is why it has a
Fuck
name.
yeah, dude.
Yes, we've got a name. All right, ready to play it?
Hold on just a second. It's loading. And oh yeah, I'm good.
All right, and go.
Ooh. Ooh, that tambourine. Wait, we've heard this before, right? This sounds like an anime opening.
Yeah, we
think
heard
we
this
heard
one
this.
last time.
Okay. You guys better have added vocals. I'm gonna be pissed.
Hey girl,
There we go.
around here. You've been coming around this way for a long time. I don't know if you know, but the groove here really gets high. You've been saying that you're alright. A drink from the stairs got you feeling fine.
that was
I
cool.
won't tell lies when you're searching around and there's nothing to be found.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
But not too tight. When you're dancing around, everybody's moving, laughing, screaming, shouting. We're dancing around.
Dude, he has a rasp that
Gotta
is super
keep
good.
yourself alive.
Yeah, man.
When you're dancing around.
Ooh, I love how it goes back into that verse.
I love this little guitar line. That little drop out.
Give it some time, let the vibe reach out. 7 shots later, 2 poles grayed out. Was it worth the fame? The time has taken
Listen to this
its
guitar,
toll.
dude.
Yeah, that's cool.
Falsetto, let's go.
On the floor. Now you're leaving with some guy who know his name. Can't you see it's all the same? I won't tell lies when you're searching around and there's nothing to be found. Keep it loose but not too tight. When you're dancing around, everybody's moving, laughing, screaming, shouting. We're dancing around. Gotta keep yourself alive.
Oh, change up. Let's go.
I know you know when it started. It's not too late to fight it.
Yeah,
Wants
what a
to delete
change for the
Take
bridge.
on the blame, the night's too young. I'll take it there.
Woo! Is this Josh?
No.
Oh, okay. Shredder, dude. Who is this?
I thought this one was Justin, but I'm not sure.
And I won't tell lies when you're searching around and there's nothing to be found. Keep it loose but not too tight. When you're dancing around, everybody's moving, laughing, screaming, shouting. We're dancing around. Gotta keep yourself alive. When you're dancing around.
Oh, you guys just gotta finish the song at this point. Nice.
Nice. Oops.
Dude, that song is pretty much done, man. Like, come on. I'm
Yeah,
waiting.
it's close. I mean, general vibes, like, dude, holy shit. At the beginning, that first chorus, man, I had little goosebumps there.
Dude, I'm so glad
Like,
that your guys' vocalist is really good. I'm very glad.
oh yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Last time
Dude,
I heard it was just instrumentals, and like I'm glad that the vocalist is really good. It does you guys justice.
dude, I didn't even know what to expect because we'd only heard the instrumental stuff before. And I
Yeah.
go over there and they're recording vocals like while I'm there, and it's like so fucking good. And I'm
Mm,
like, yeah, thank God these guys have a really, really good vocalist thing going here.
yeah.
Really cool. But yeah, I mean, I was just saying, like, that first chorus, there's something about it that's like, this sounds like a new classic to me almost. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's like, it reminds me a little bit of some like 70s, like late 70s rock stuff.
Mm.
Trying to think of who, but I don't know. I liked it a lot. I liked the chorus a lot. And overall, just, really, really good performance by all of you guys, obviously, with the instruments and everything. The writing is really, really cool. I love how it goes back into that verse and it's kind of like almost a modulation.
Yep.
But yeah, what do you think, Chris?
Dude, it's basically finished. You guys just need to fucking finish it. Justin's already finishing it. He says, thinking of fade out ending with a bluesy guitar over. Do it, bro. You guys
Yeah,
are basically done, man.
you should do that. I was gonna say Chris mentioned, but like that end part still goes on. I think it goes on a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Either putting something there,
Wait,
like a
wait. These fuckers did it because it's 4:20. No, no, it's 4:30. Okay, never mind. 4 minute 30 seconds. Yeah, I thought it was 4:20 seconds.
yeah.
You should make it 4:20 seconds.
You should. Yeah, you could take 10 seconds off and solve both problems.
There you go.
But yeah, no, I do think the ending, like, it's better to keep it short and make people want more than to make them think like, oh, why is this still going on? Or if you put something cool there, like a cool bluesy guitar solo, or there's some sort of fade or something that's changing a little bit more, that could maybe also work. Just experimenting and trying around, seeing what it sounds like.
Yeah, or it could just be the vocals like repeating and then you keep going. Easy peasy.
Yeah,
420.
or it could be more of the vocals too.
Dude, your vocals, man, the fucking falsettos and shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Sounded really good. The only I was jamming the whole time. I think it's really good. This is my type of shit. It's like anime opening meets 70s rock, kind of like what Josh is saying. Super dope, super dope. I don't know if you guys have real drums on it yet. It sounds pretty decent now. I think
Oh.
I think in terms of the same criticism that Josh and I said earlier, that maybe we could use a little more bass. And the guitar solo was super dope. I think it ends off a little weak in volume. Like I would like it to be a little bit louder because when the vocalist comes back in, it's like he's like much louder than the guitar was, which was the main voice for that long section. So maybe it's
Right.
a more distortion. I don't know. I'm not a guitar player. Maybe Josh can weigh in on that. But dude, this is almost done, man. Like this is gonna be on our playlist once it's finished. So you guys better finish.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was gonna say with the drums, well, actually, to start with, like the vocal levels and the other stuff, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounded to me like the vocals were a lot louder towards the end than they were at
Mm.
the beginning.
Yeah.
And like at the beginning, I wanted like more vocal level, and by the end, it was like overpowering other stuff a little bit. Like you want to have a build in your general mix throughout the song, but it's got to stay balanced with everything.
Yep.
So that was one thing that I sort of noticed. And then the drums, when I was really trying to zone in on them, like halfway through about, I couldn't hear the snare like at all. Like the
Mm.
snare was totally buried, and that's an important part of like keeping your groove driving and making it feel like a really polished, well-produced song. Is
Mm.
making sure that your main hits, your kick and your snare, sort of punch through the mix a little bit, or at
Mm.
least give that supporting kind of lift to everything where you can really feel it.
Mm.
And hear it. And I was like literally trying to listen into the snare, and I was like, I can tell that it's like sort of happening, but I can't actually hear the snare.
Mm.
So, and that's something that's common. Like we've talked about, using side chain compression to
Yep.
chain. You could chain that just to other instruments. That I wouldn't chain it to the whole mix.
Yeah.
I would probably just chain it to like the guitars or something like that.
The
so
mid
that it
range.
kind
Yeah.
of- yeah, in the mid range. And same thing with the spectral balance. I also was hearing the same thing with like sort of attenuated low end, just sort of
Yeah.
that whole general low end space. Although there was a little bit more in the sub low end with this one.
Mm.
And then like too much of the high mids a little bit.
Free Jimbo, dude. Free Jimbo. We need more Jimbo.
Yeah. And with Jimbo's bass tone, so then as far as tone goes for guitars and bass, the bass tone sounded pretty different to me, I think, from the other track. And like, I don't know if you guys are planning on releasing these as an album or an EP or whatever, but I would definitely recommend making sure that foundational elements like your bass tone or your drums tone are pretty consistent across the songs, so that if people are playing through an album, they can recognize like this is the same band, or like this is the same album. That's often a trait that can really help an album feel cohesive, is if those elements have similar sonic feels to them throughout. So yeah, the bass tone sounded like it had a lot more sub bass than the other one did, and less of the sort of like harmonic audible range of bass. It's sort of a choice, like which way you want to go, and refining the bass tone to make it consistent across your stuff. That, and then with the guitar tone, I'm not sure what you guys are using. I don't know if you're using Logic plugins or an amp setup or something, but if it were me, I would probably tweak the guitar solo tone a little tiny bit to make it a little bit less fizzy, sort of, which is a common like digital distortion can sound a little bit fizzy. But it's really, that's just preference. Like if you guys like that tone, there's nothing wrong with it at all. That's just what I would do. But yeah, those are kind of my technical thoughts about this one, constructive feedback stuff. Do you have anything
That's
else, or
not
do you
the
want?
final solo. I'm about to record a crazy one, dude. That one was already crazy, but
Oh, yeah, that was
I'm
already
just saying,
crazy.
like, it was just
More
quiet
about
compared to
tone.
the vocal. Yeah,
Yeah, and more just about the tones and the levels and stuff like that.
yeah,
Do we want to give ratings, or you have anything else?
yeah. I want to give ratings. I think, yeah. So yeah, this is like a 3, in between 3 and 4. Once it's finished, it's probably a 4. So hurry
Yeah,
up.
yeah, totally agree. There's still some stuff that I think needs to be
It needs
worked
to be
on
worked on.
with
Sorry,
the
yeah,
mix
2,
and stuff.
2
So
and 3.
it's between a 2 and a 3.
Yep.
It's like right in the middle. I mean, I know there's stuff that needs to be worked on. I want to make it a 3 because I really like it, but
2.9. Yeah,
it does still have some things that need to be done before it's like that radio ready 3 or whatever.
yeah, that's right.
So yeah, but great shit, guys. I cannot wait to hear more of these. I know you guys have a lot of
Hurry up.
other tracks that you're working on and that you can send us.
Hurry up.
So we're looking forward to hearing all of them and seeing where you guys go with it. It's
Yeah, group
exciting.
chat. Hurry up, group chat. Yeah. Oh, who
Yeah,
said that?
good shit, group chat. You're doing well, but just
Yeah,
I
hurry up.
guess speed it up for Chris's sake.
Yeah, hurry up. I'm impatient.
All right.
Okay.
The last one, I think the last one we need like a little drum roll for or something.
Yeah, let's just end the stream.
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. So let's see if this shows up on beautiful Spotify, and you'll all be able to see it.
Shout out to Box Out for submitting it, but also fuck off Box Out for shooting it or submitting it.
Yeah. So shout out to Box Out.
Jordan.
Let's see. Hopefully this
Our
doesn't
boy.
autoplay here. Oh, it did autoplay. All right. Box Out, Jordan Kahn. I guess you're kind of TikTok famous, huh?
Yeah, he is.
And
Huge.
and you worked with Borborg on this too, right? It's playing.
Is
for
it
you
playing
also?
for you too? What the hell's going on?
I
Yeah.
paused it. Spotify does autoplay.
Oh, okay.
So
Check
yeah,
squad.
did Austin produce this one?
No,
mix
this
it?
was Jordan. This was all Jordan. Jordan produced the beat, and well, I did like the first mix of the vocals, and then Jordan kind of polished everything up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is our very own Chris Brendan,
Sheesh.
Curry Ken.
Yeah,
Follow
zeros in
him.
the chat, everybody.
Follow
F's in
us
the
on
chat.
follow us on socials. Follow Chris. Both make music and shit. So
And Jordan.
you should do that. And Jordan, yeah, follow Box Out Music as well.
Yeah.
All
Shouts out,
right, this
homie.
is so. Chris, do you want to describe this at all?
Yeah, it's a cover of the song "Just the Two of Us." And I wrote a little rap to it.
Two of us.
Yeah, there you go. Some Grover Wash
Classic.
Jr.
Me and Antoine, the first guy who produced Charles' song, we did. We performed that song a couple times for stuff.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But
it's
sorry,
a big
go
hit.
on.
Yeah, I mean, he made like the remix with the actual vocals, and then I was like, dude, this beat's like too good to not like put on Spotify. Let's try to do something with this, and he let me sing it. So, yeah, that's the story of it.
Dope. All right, shall we listen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's short.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of
So good.
it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time
Wait for
with
it.
you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us. Yeah. You and I. Oh, yeah. We look for love.
Dude, I'm trying not to talk because it's so sick, but it's so sick.
Thank you, thank you.
And it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to
That space
those
is
who wait,
beautiful.
but not for those who
Thank you,
wait
Jordan.
too late. And we gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh, just the two of us. live our lives like time ain't passing by, but it's not when we side by side. Will it feel that way still? Gotta find my grind. Dreaming big, finding castles in the skyline. Ooh, you fly by, I'm really tired to meet you. I could be a pasu, baby, you could be my cheetah. In the past, I'm nothing but magic, but baby, now I believe it. And we don't need nobody else but just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us, yeah. Just the two of us, oh, just the two of us. Building big castles way up high, just the two of us, yeah. You and I, oh, yeah.
It's super awkward listening to my own
Oh,
shit
it's
on
so
a fucking
fucking
feedback
cool,
stream,
dude. No, it's so fucking
I
good.
see the
Thank you, thank you.
It's playing again.
Yep.
Oh,
Stop
it's
that
so
shit.
cool, and that little tail at the end there. Oh my god, you really did
Sheesh.
it to him this time. Holy shit, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
fun fact of that, fucking Jordan, so that tail end of the like little switch up of the synths, that was supposed to be like the main riff of the song. But like for some reason we just didn't use it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Well, I guess Chris, do you want to give your first thoughts?
Dude, no, you guys have to go.
You're not
in.
going to give any feedback.
I'm gonna
All
read the
right.
love here. I love to see this live. Thank you, Justin. Box Out Music. Hey, Currycan with the pipes. Jason Carlson, go off. Thank you very much, Jason. Box Out. I'm sorry, our fucking balloon ride got canceled today because it was too windy. But yeah, we're gonna try to go on Wednesday. I was
Shit.
supposed to film a fucking promo for this, dude,
Oh
and
man.
I'm leaving Jordan hanging. But
You were going
yeah,
to do the promo on the balloon?
yeah, we're gonna do a promo on the balloon.
Oh my
This is
god.
sad. But Josh, you fucking just give us feedback. What do you think?
Dude, I mean,
Be
look,
honest.
I already said I don't even know where to start. I mean,
Too weird.
fuck. Look, the whole groove is infectious, right? Like I'm going to play this again after this stream ends, probably 10 more times. I just like, man, I mean, I don't know how you guys did it. It's really, really, really good. Definitely a lot of credit goes to Box Out for his work on
You
like,
sound good.
yeah, seriously. I love the octave, the like subtle octave effect. And that's something where like when you do it just right, it's like, you know, when you go to a really nice restaurant and you order something and just everything is balanced like so well and it's so fucking good. That's what this is like to listen to. Like every element is just
special, dude.
yeah, like every element is just balanced so well, and that's something that's like the hardest and most important part in everything to do is to balance things well. So that is really, really cool, and like the octave effect was one of those things that was balanced perfectly. Your vocals sound phenomenal, I must say.
Thank you.
They sound really, 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 really good. And fuck, I don't know what else to say. It's also nice that it's not like it's 2 minutes and 17 seconds, right?
Yeah,
like
this is
it's
TikTok.
definitely it's that window. Yeah, it's that window of like I could just listen to this shit on repeat. Because it really like it leaves you wanting more, and that's a thing that a lot of people can probably learn is just like have that sweet spot of length of your song.
We gotta
yeah,
thank
man.
Josh from Box Out Music, by the way, with a heart.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Dude, I want to hear more of your stuff for sure.
Dude.
Send us
Yeah,
more
dude.
shit that you're working on.
Yeah, Box Out.
We would love to listen.
Dude, he's
to
got
it.
a whole fucking album like that's about ready to go. So
Ooh, all right.
yeah,
Fingers
he's
crossed.
dope. This is really vibey, definitely repeat song. Thank you very much, Justin. The only thing for me, like Jordan, I think did perfect. I think what I want to do going forward, I think maybe I might either have a proximity effect thing or maybe too much bass on my vocals. Did you hear anything like that?
I didn't hear it in the mix, but
Okay.
do you mean in your general chain, or do you mean with the
In my
final
general
version?
yeah, because I'm tweaking my chain. It might just be in the beginning, but yeah, that's like the one thing when I keep listening back to it, I'm like, should I cut off the bass for it, or I don't know.
Well, again, are you using the SM58 for that?
No, this one was a condenser,
okay.
AT2035, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, maybe it is just the thing of like resisting the urge to get super close to the mic, because like
Yeah.
I mean I have that too when I'm recording, and it's like dopamine. Like your brain wants to hear louder sounds. That's
Yeah.
louder things sound better. So you always want to get closer, but it's a trick. You have to you have to sort of record yourself at one distance and then a different distance and then level match all of them and see which one sounds the most polished.
Yep.
That's the only way to do it, because
The
otherwise your
level
brain's
match.
just like, ooh, I sound
Loud
better
better.
really close to the mic. But no, like your levels are, your spectrum is not balanced well.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna work on. Cool,
So
man.
yeah, dude. I mean, this is a fucking 4 for me. Let's put it on the playlist.
Sheesh, we did it, Buxo. We made it. Sheesh. The
You made
coveted
it on
fast track 4s, dude.
You made it on the first try. Let's see how well you fare on the second.
Sheesh.
But yeah,
Bet
man.
for the challenge. I
I'm
own
giving
this
it a
stream, bro.
4. Oh, and
Thank
Chris, by the way, in order to get it on the playlist, we both have to give it a 4. So
Fuck
what's your
off.
rating?
Well, it's a 4, dude. Of course, I love this song, but yeah,
Hey, let's go.
cool.
All right, cool. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if we have anything else.
No, that's basically it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
I think that's the stream. Yeah. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in on this.
Hell yeah, let's go, Box Out. We did it. We made it, dude. This is it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for interacting with us and sending us your clips. If you have friends that make music, please send them our way. Just give them our Twitch link or the forum URL, the tiny URL, the one that's right on the screen there. That'll be the same every week. So just send your friends there to give us music to listen to. Send us your music again if you're working on stuff. We love to listen to revisions again and sort of judge where things were before and where they are now.
Mhm.
And as you're working on more projects, we would love to hear all of it. But
Yes.
yeah, and thank you for bearing with us as we're kind of setting things up and getting in the rhythm here.
Yes.
We've got some cool stuff planned and coming. So
And shouts out to Jason and Enrique running the stream in the background. Thank you very much, bro.
Yes.
Fist bumps for everybody. Can I get a
Shout
big
out.
she for everybody? She. Thank
Yes.
you, dude.
Shout out
Maybe
to
we'll-
our marketing team and support for the stream. Our Jamies.
Our Jamies, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have to get them mics eventually. But
Yes.
yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you guys. Cool.
All right, cool. Well, again, make sure you follow us on all of the above platforms, the ones that are listed on the top, and you can follow us on ours as well.
Yeet.
And we will see you every Friday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. And thank you. Hope to see you soon.
Dude. Fast track out.
FastTrack out.